Welcome to the Rising Orchard Studio. We're really happy to have you. If you're joining us again, you guys rock. If it's your first time, let's break it down what's happening today for everybody who's watching. You're going to be going along with us as we transform this jar into something a little creepier, worthy of such a setup. And we're going to be doing it all timed, because you're going to be learning with us, with all the supplies I have behind here, to make this into something terrifyingly beautiful. So thanks for joining, and you ready to do this? Here we go! Number 1, sandpaper! This is a 220 grit. Why I'm doing this is because I'm going to be creeping this jar out. And when I do that, I'm going to want things like paint to be able to get a good grip. Alright, I'm going to give that a quick wipe down. Paint time. We need our paint, our water, our brush, and our paper towel. And what I'm doing here is building it up a little bit. I'm going to end up wiping this off, all the excess paint, but I'm going to see how well I've gotten into the groove of things.
I'm blotting with the paper towel here, but what you can also use as a sponge. Sponging on in the first place would make sure we didn't have any brush marks, but right now we're trying to delete them. So by dabbing, we're blending everything together for a nice cohesive look without any hard brush strokes.
I gotta say, this is pretty fun having you guys watch along with this. We got first nice layer on there.
Grime is never one color. Nature has dimensionality. So what we do is we add highs, mids, and lows. Brown being our mids, add a little bit of black to make it darker, and we added yellow instead of white to make it a little lighter, to add that depth to our prop.
I'm kind of just dabbing this around in here and just delete some of the excess and smear around a bit. See? I'm gonna walk away here in a minute and let this paint dry, and we'll leave the timer going so you guys have a genuine idea of how long this takes, because that's really important before you start a project. While that's drying, I have gauze. This is going to get up getting painted and aged and grody. So to really permeate this gauze, we're just going to basically use it as dye.
Ideally, fabric dye would work best, but we're using paint because it's what's on hand.
We just want to make sure that all our edges are nice and grody. What we're going to do is take this lid off and of course put something inside. You've got to. It's a specimen jar, right?
I just buy the cheapest food dye possible. As you can see, I don't have much left, but we're gonna try and squeeze all this out in here. I'm only doing green because like where we're putting it is yellow. And this will make a nice yellowy green. That'll be perfect.
This is honestly just jeweler's wire. I'd like some thicker gauge stuff, but I think she'll do for now. Let's try her out and see what we think in place. There we go. Ta-da! I think we did it, folks. What I would do in the future is add a little liquid starch to make this a tough top. And I would add wire in place to make our tag look a little bit better here. And if you think of a good thing to label that, this will be going up and feeding the monkey's brain to keep him alive. Let us know. We'll gladly put it on the label. Take care. Signing out from Rising Orchards. Have a good one.